Hey guys, my name is English Dave, and I'm here to give you the Entertain Link spoiler-free review for The Legend of Tarzan. Created by Edgar Rice Burroughs, who incidentally also wrote John Carter of Mars, a story which would go on to inspire many sci-fi stories today, including Star Wars, but that's a subject for a whole other video. Tarzan first appeared in the magazine novel Tarzan of the Apes in 1912, then as a book in 1914. After that, he would feature in a ridiculous amount of books, comics, theatre productions, TV shows, and over 50 films. So at this point, most of us know the basic premise of the man raised by apes. So when director David Yates, who worked on the Harry Potter films, announced that he was doing a Tarzan film, I was slightly intrigued but not really excited. What more could you do with a character that hasn't been done? Starring True Blood's Alexander Skarsgård, The Legend of Tarzan is set nearly a decade after Tarzan left the jungle with Jane and is now living in England as the rightful heir as the Earl of Greystoke, a title passed down to him by his father. Now going by his real name, John Clayton, Tarzan lives a relatively simpler life free from the dangers of the jungle. In this world, Tarzan is seen as somewhat of a celebrity, with people knowing who he is and in a meta twist, writing stories about him. The film does a good job of setting up where the character is now, and you get the sense that while he accepts the safety of life outside the jungle, a part of him longs to return. The movie uses the real historical events of the Belgian genocide in the Congo as a reason to have Tarzan return. Sam Jackson plays real-life historical figure George Washington Williams, who needs Tarzan's help proving the King of Belgium is using slaves to build his new empire while also taking all the resources of the Congo. Jackson serves somewhat as the audience surrogate in this movie, often marveling at the wondrous feats Tarzan is able to perform, and even commenting and asking questions the audience member would ask. Jackson shows some restraint and doesn't go full Sam Jackson in this, and gives a surprisingly comedic touch with some elements that wouldn't feel out of place in a buddy comedy, without taking it too far. The villain of the story is played by Christoph Waltz as Leon Rome, emissary to the King of Belgium and the person tasked with making the king's wishes happen. I like Waltz, but his villainous roles all seem the same and lack any real depth. Here his character is very one-dimensional and his plan way overly complicated. At times it felt like a comic book villain, which would have worked had the story gone in that direction. Through flashbacks, we're introduced to how Tarzan and Jane first met, with Margot Robbie playing a Jane who also grew up in Africa and isn't a damsel in distress. Though she is captured and used as bait, she doesn't make it easy for the bad guys and tries to escape at every chance she gets. While the live-action characters are fine, the movie is stilted by the shoddy for 2016 visuals. After seeing movies like Planet of the Apes and Jungle Book, the animals in this don't look so great by comparison, and you're often reminded that the actors are surrounded by CGI backdrops. The illusion is never sold, and I still think the Disney animated film did a far better job of visualizing him swinging through the trees. In this, it never wowed me. Also, I feel there was a real missed opportunity to really delve into the historical backdrop of the film. Yes, we see the effects of slavery, but it's never fully fleshed out, and it's almost as if they were scared to offend anyone. But therein lies the issue. In 2016, is a character like Tarzan still relevant? The character is full of outdated tropes that, if changed, would affect the whole character, and you can't hide or change the fact that at its core, it's still a white man saves the savages film. I think the filmmakers did a good job with what they had, but I also think maybe it's time to retire the Tarzan character. I don't know what else you could do with Tarzan without doing something silly like doing a Tarzan set in the present or future. If you're a Tarzan fan, whoever you are, it's a serviceable film that you should maybe check out on Netflix when it arrives. But if you're not, the film isn't bad, but it's not going to do anything for you. Thanks guys for listening. If you enjoyed this review, please hit the like button below. For more videos and reviews, subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website. My name's English Dave, and this has been an Entertain Link spoiler-free review for The Legend of Tarzan. See ya.